Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm back with another plant video. Today we're going to be talking about propagation again, and this was a video that I feel like I tried looking up when I first got into houseplants. The Fittonia was actually one of my first houseplants. My mom brought it home for me after I had bought a monstera and had been watching all these plant videos, and I actually ended up sending her a screenshot of it, and she was like, "Oh, I saw that at X place," and I was like, "Oh, cool." And then the next time she went there, she ended up picking it up for me, which was really sweet. This guy leans like crazy. It leans and it stretches towards the light. So even though it will tolerate low light and it won't die on you if you put it in low light, it still ends up leaning towards the light and it looks all sorts of not cute. When I had it in my room, it ended up getting extremely leggy, so I really wanted to propagate it. I really wanted to figure out a way to make it look a little bit cuter. So I looked up all these videos on how to propagate Fittonia, and really not many came up, and the internet search was strange to me because it was in soil, and I remember Becca Plants saying that she liked propagating in water, so I was like, which one is better? I don't want to cut the stems off my plant and leave it bald and have it all dead. So here we are. It is June 25th today, and I started propagating these guys on June 1st. So it's been 25 days, and my Fittonia that is in water actually has several roots. I will definitely do a close-up of this guy, but it has a bunch of roots that's coming out. And basically, what you do is just go at it with scissors. There's really no nodes that you want to keep. It's really just a stem cutting. You just cut where you feel the plant is getting a little too leggy for you, and that ends up stimulating growth sort of around that area where you cut, so it ends up sort of making the whole plant shorter. My plant isn't doing super beautifully, but I am planning on putting these stem cuttings that I have in water back into it to make it a little bit more full. And then in soil, you do pretty much the exact same thing with the cuttings, except you put it in a moist soil and then put it in a Ziploc bag and try and keep that Ziploc bag very humid. I actually used my mini humidifier that I had, and I had that sort of under the Ziploc bag, so that way the mist was going into the Ziploc bag and keeping the surroundings of the Fittonia humid. And so I ended up doing that, and then the second half of the time that I was propagating this guy, I actually just ended up moving it into my greenhouse. So this guy is currently in my greenhouse. It is actually pretty much getting hit directly with the humidifier, so I kind of thought that that would be just as good as having it in a Ziploc bag. Pretty much the reason for having it in the Ziploc bag was to conserve humidity, so if you have a humidifier nearby, I don't exactly think that the Ziploc bag is necessary. I also know that people like to put domes over it and then spray with water to try and keep the humidity in. So there's a lot of options for propagating this guy, but pretty much the main thing is make sure that it's getting a lot of humidity and make sure that the soil is staying moist. So I actually have not checked the roots on this guy because I wanted to have sort of a reaction on which roots seem to be doing better. So yeah, let's go ahead and sort of unpot this guy and check out its roots. Okay, so I guess the roots aren't too crazy. The roots in water seem to be longer, but this is doing pretty well in the soil. I'd honestly say that both are working just fine. I'd say that both plants are doing pretty well. I kind of expected the ones in soil to barely have any roots at all. I will say that the roots seem to be shorter than the ones in water, but I do know that water roots seem to be a lot more fragile than soil roots, so there's sort of a benefit to doing either method, but you can see how long the roots are here. I'm pretty much going to keep these guys in their mediums for probably another month, but this is sort of my progress in about a month's time. It seems like they're doing pretty well, and I would recommend either method. I kind of think it's cool that putting it in soil kind of gives you a new plant, where when you're putting it in water, you can have some more leaves to put in your original plant. They kind of both have their own use. you know? So yeah, I wanted to get this video out there just because I struggled finding one when I was first starting, and I really love Fittonia. I think Fittonia are so pretty. But yeah, I think that's pretty much gonna be it for today's video. If you guys liked it and found it helpful, go ahead and hit the like button down below. If you want to chat about something, go ahead and leave that in the comments down below. And if you like me and you like plant videos, go ahead and subscribe if you want to. But that's gonna be it for today's video, so I guess I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!